Hey everybody, this is Jake for Color Commentary. Now, you might be wondering exactly who I am. Well, I'm a friend of Mike and Adrian's, and I've known them since even before they started their podcast. I'm a local Austin player, and I've been playing Magic for about 8 years, 4 of which I've been playing Pauper. And in this series, I'm going to be focusing on the kind of tier 1.5, tier 2 decks in the format, as well as kind of interesting brews that have recently done well, like 5-0s. And to start it all off, we're going to be starting with White-Black Pestilence. Now, I've played iterations of this deck in the past, and I would say I'm fairly experienced with those iterations, but this is a slightly new form that's been kind of producing results, mostly by a player called Boros27. So thank you to them for, I guess, creating this deck list. I've adjusted a little bit to fit my preferences and stuff like that, but for the most part, it's the same kind of shell. Land base is pretty self-explanatory. We are playing 4 Basilicas and 4 Scoured Barons. I'm not a huge fan of the 4 Basilicas, but they've obviously been doing well with it, so I won't question it. They also are playing Bojuka Bog and Kabira Crossroads, as well as Radiant Fountain, which I find interesting. I guess having that extra having the mana the turn you play it is slightly better for the Kabira Crossroads. And our 1-drops, we have Deadweight. Original player was playing Disfigure. I like Deadweight slightly better just because it hits Tireless Tribe and Atog, which I feel is just good enough for the sorcery speed downside. And then the original player was also playing one of Divest, which is a very interesting choice. I want to see how well it's doing, how well it performs, as well as the 2 Duresses. It can be good. A lot of decks are playing a mix, and we are going to run into Delver presumably, which I feel this is a good card against. And Raven's Crime, I guess, is for the late game when you have excess lands and you just want to start picking apart your opponent's hand. Original player wasn't playing Journey to Nowhere. I wanted to try Journey to Nowhere. I feel like it's a strong enough card to run. I don't know the exact reason they weren't running it, but I added 3 and I took out some other loose change cards for it. We also have our 4 Chainer's Edict, strong card. Doomblade helps us with removal. Night's Whisper. Interesting thing is they always had a split of like 3 and 2, whether it be 3 Read the Bones and 2 Night's Whispers, or 3 Night's Whispers and 2 Read the Bones. It was an interesting split. I figured I would give it a shot, as well as Castigate. They were usually playing 2 Castigate. I really like Castigate as a card. I bumped it up to 3. I just really enjoy casting the card. It just makes me feel good, so that's why I have 3 of them instead. We have 2 Read the Bones, and then we have, interestingly enough, 4 Pristine Talisman. Now, Pristine Talisman, when I think of it, I think of Blue-Black Teachings, not this style deck, but I guess it is beneficial with our Pestilences and our Evankar's Justice, because usually in the older list, you would gain life from your creatures, but since we're not playing very many creatures, we don't do that, and I guess Pristine Talisman is our way around it. Also, if we get 2 out, we are just immune to our own Evankar's activations. We're also playing 4 Guardian of the Guild pack, which I also find very interesting. You'd usually see 2 or maybe 3 in the previous list, but we've bumped up all the way to 4. It is very strong. Against Boros Monarch, it is very hard for them to deal with. 2 Palace Sentinels. I assume we're going to be mostly playing this in the late game. We're not the kind of deck that would play Palace Sentinels in the early game and then keep it away from our opponent. We play this in the late game just to draw extra cards and secure the win. We also have our Evankar's Justice and our Pestilences. I'm very intrigued by this as well. They both seem strong. I guess they're strong in different scenarios. Evankar's comes down sooner and it has the 2 damage already applied to it. You can also use colorless mana from Pristine Talisman to cast it, instead of the only black restriction with Pestilence, so that's stuff. Something interesting about the original deck list by the player is they had at least 1 of every single kind of Circle of Protection. And I thought that was a little bit much, so I kind of changed up the numbers. So we have 1 blue, 1 white, 2 red, and 2 green. We also have Fragmentize. I assume this is for Boggles or blowing up Affinity's lands. I also added a Dust to Dust, because originally their only artifact in enchantment removal was the Fragmentize. I added a Dust to Dust and a Perdition Scorn. We can bring Fragmentize in both against Affinity and against Boggles, and then we have just 1 extra card for either of those matchups. It's very nice to cast Precision Scorn against a Boggles player, just to help us re-get into the game. We have Duresses, I assume, for combo, control, stuff like that. Cascade for the same reason. And Nihil Spellbombs, interestingly enough, I haven't really found a reason why Nihil Spellbomb has been played apart from Chaining Edict. I feel Relic of Progenitus is a better card, and we're not having too much of a Nombo with it in our deck, but I don't want to change too much of the list's cards, so I went ahead and stuck with the Nihil Spellbomb. So yeah, that's the list, and let's get into match one. All right, let's see here. We have two. It's interesting how we're cut on white mana, so we can't cast two of the cards in our hand. I think I'm gonna mulligan this to see if we can get something better. We're still cut on white mana, but it's pretty similar to our first hand. I think I'm gonna keep it with the scry to the bottom. And let's see what is going on. Okay. Start with our swamp and just pass the turn. So we have an early Avancar's activation, if that's any good for us. Let's see what our opponent's up to. Okay, looks like it's going to be Affinity. No turn 1 play for them, though, which is nice. There's a Guardian. Well, we can't cast that unless we find some white mana first. We'll just pass it back. Leave up Doomblade. Darksteel Citadel, sure. Prophetic Prism, okay. It seems I have a pretty slow start. I'm glad I have our Dust to Dusts in the sideboard. Stuff like that. Nope, nothing else for our opponent. White mana. Not white mana. Okay. Well, we'll just go ahead and cast our Pristine Talisman. Start getting that online and pass the turn. Great Furnace, sure. Anything scary? They can play Frogmite for free. There's a Chromatic Star. They have 5 artifacts right now. Here's Thoughtcast. Okay. This is not looking super great for us. I don't feel like we're going to Doomblade a Frogmite. We might see what else is going on. First, there's a Mirror Enforcer. We're probably going to Doomblade that. Alright, we'll just activate. Yes, we're okay with that. We're going to see that pop up a lot while playing this deck. Oh, there's white mana. That's perfect. Too bad our Guardian in the guild pack is not fantastic in this matchup. So we'll play our white source. Just pass the turn. Leave up Doomblade. But yeah, Guardian can block a 2-3. I mean a 2-2, because it is a 2-3. They can't Galvanic Blast it, which is nice. It's okay against some of the threats, like the 4/4s. The, whatever that one's called. The bear that gets better. I'm bad with card names. I just mostly look at the pictures. Okay. Yeah, we'll probably just, you know. I don't think we're okay with taking 6 here. They're gonna Thoughtcast first before combat. Sure. Wouldn't mind seeing some of our card draw spells. Try and find Chainers or Journey to Nowhere. A Disciple of Vault, that's interesting. We're probably going to Evancar's Justice next turn just to help clear up the rest of these threats. We're going to take some damage from the Disciple, but it's okay. Not too much. Sure. Yeah, go to combat. Clear attacks. Yep. Alright, now we will Doomblade. They could fling it at us, which would be an interesting choice. They have the mana up to fling. Looks like they're going for it. Yeah, there's the fling. And we'll take an additional damage from the Disciple trigger. But yeah, Evancar's is not super fantastic against their deck, so I'm okay with just cashing it in for a 2-for-1. They have 4 cards in hand, which is kind of scary. I'm not sure if it's entirely correct. Hey, another Pristine Talisman. Do we get to Evancar's as well? We could wait. I think we're actually going to wait to Evancar's here because we're so close to casting with buyback. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, next turn we can cast with buyback. Bajuko Bug our opponent. We're gaining enough life to where their threats aren't super like important to us, and we can just clear them up next turn. If they play Atog, it'll be bad news for us, but hopefully Deadweight can deal with that. Or just Journey to Nowhere or something along those lines. Play another Frogmite, please. Okay, they're starting to crack. Crack for white, which is interesting. Are they going to be playing the, I think it's Oryx Storm Chaser? No, they just were choosing it for the Springleaf. Got it. I assume we're going to be hit for 3 here. Yeah. So they still have 5 cards in hand. We get to clear up the board, though, which should be nice. No effects, come on. Okay, they have still stuff. Is it Atog? Yeah, it's Atog. That's not good. We can Guild Pact. We can play Guardian of the Guild Pact and block. I'm kind of scared of just, yeah, like, I think we have to play Guardian of the Guild Pact now, because if we tap out for Avankar's Justice, we just die to a pumped up Atog. Hopefully we draw land here. Not exactly what we wanted, not untapped. Because if we drew the untapped land, we could also play, Avankar's and Guardian. But it looks like we're just going to have to play Guardian of the Guild Pact here to hopefully block Atog. Sadly, though, if they have Teamer Battle Rage, we still die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. We're just dead to a Fling if they have it. Would have been nice to drew. Okay, well, they have another Disciple. So we take 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I mean, they have it if they sack every single one of their artifacts. I don't know if they will be. Costly Plunder. Very interesting. They're cashing in the 2/2. They still have it all. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20. Oh no, 10, 12. Yeah, they still have 16 worth of artifacts. Huh. Yeah, I mean, if we just tap out for Avankars, they just in response kill us if they sack out everything. So we're gonna need to find some way to live. Like, yeah, I think we're pretty dead here, honestly. I just hope they don't see that line. Yep, another Chromatic Star. I mean, they have more than enough artifacts to kill us. They don't even have to sack most of their lands. Like, yeah, they're just going for it, I assume. I'm going to let them run out their time, because time can be an important factor in this deck. But we're not going to scoop. But we are dead. We don't have a way of dealing with this game plan. Disciple of Vault kind of wrecks us if we don't deal with it, sadly. Yep, go for it. Here, I think I'm going to just cut here, and we'll get back into it with the sideboard games. Okay. So, what do we want to sideboard in this matchup? Well, obviously, Dust to Dust. Fragmentize. Castgate, I think, is good. I think that's about it. We could bring in the Circle of Protection Reds. I've tried it before. It never really works out that well, though. Cards that are bad. Avankars is pretty mediocre. I think Raven's Crime is pretty bad. I think Avankars is... It's good against their... I do not know. Doomblade's fine. I think Avankars is just not good enough. And I think Guardians aren't very good either. I think that is how we're going to run it. Yes. Palace Sentinels, Pestilence. This hand is way too slow, so we're going to have to mulligan this out. We have a Divest, but otherwise we don't have a whole lot going on. We have 3 4-drops in hand. These are all the cards we don't want to be seeing at this point in the game. It's honestly, it feels like a mulligan to 3 here. So I think we're going to have to mulligan again, as sad as is. Oh no. Worst outcome. This is why I don't like so many Basilicas in the list. We can't keep this hand. I mean, alright, that's acceptable. Radiant Fountain. Sure, that allows us to play our cards on turn 2. This is very upsetting. But yeah, that Basilica, 1-land Basilica hands are very, very hard on us. So mulligan in 4 is not at all what we want to be doing, but at least we have interaction, right? At least we have interaction. We can hope for a slower start from our opponent once again. It feels like they're kind of giving up some of the raw power with their deck for these kind of sacrifice plan. No play from them, so we're just going to play Barons and pass. At least we get to go to a high life total. Hopefully we get to find some of our card draw effects to help put us back into this game, but very unlucky on our part. Yeah, there's Disciple. We're going to Chainers that, considering we lost to it last time. And Spring Life Jump, sure. Got another one for us? Disciple of the Vault is very surprising to see in these lists. It's like extremely, like I haven't seen Disciple of the Vault played in a very long time. Let's play our Radiant here. And just Chainers our opponent. And pass the turn. Let's see what they're up to. They have 4 cards in hand, 3 cards in hand. They're not too far ahead of us, but you get a redraw with Terrarian. And they have Thoughtcast, which is fairly strong compared to our hand. But let's see. This cashes in the Terrarian. Okay. We have Journey to Nowhere if they play like Mirran Enforcer or Atog. I could also see us just letting it slide for a couple turns. If they play a threat here. Not Atog though. I don't think I can ever let Atog live. Because it's just such a strong card. Draw a Duress. Sure, we'll Duress our opponent. See what they're working with. So they have not a lot going on here. All of their cards draw them another card. But Prophetic Prism is the best because it costs the least amount of mana for them to draw a card. So I guess we're taking that and passing to our opponent. That's pretty nice to see, honestly. I feel like this is a more combo-oriented build of Affinity. We might be able to eke this one out, guys. Like, we're very scared from that mole. And here's the Prophetic Prism. But yeah, they do get a lot of redraws, so it's scary. And the Chromatic Star, okay. They're not applying pressure, which is good for us. They are cycling through their deck, but they are giving us additional turns. We are gaining more life from our Radiant Fountains. But yeah, we definitely want to either find, like, honestly, finding Palace Sentinels right now would be very strong. Like, not upset by that card at all. So we want to either find that or our Night's Whispers or our Read the Bones. But yeah. See what our opponent has in store for us. Another land. 2 cards in hand. Cashes in the Chromatic Star. Sure. And the Terrarian as well. Digging through their deck. They floated blue-red, interestingly enough. Right? Cast another Chromatic Star. They have a lot of these egg effects. Okay, cashes in the Chromatic Star. Yeah, they're really cycling through their deck. Springless Drum, that's no problem for us. Alright, cool. Very uneventful turn for our opponent. Something good, please. Upkeep. Fragmentize. Not the best. We want to see those early. We could... There's not much we can do. We can't really cut them off a color of mana because of the prophetic prisms. I don't think we're going to be wanting to cast it anytime soon. I don't know. It's just like... It doesn't do a whole lot if we cast it right now. So I think I'm going to hold it just in case we run into something. Like we could kill a Frogmite with it and not have to use our Journey. We could... I don't know. Maybe they have a sideboard card for us. Nothing's really coming to mind. There's a Plains. Well, we'll just pass the turn. We have Chainers active again from our graveyard. So they're not putting on much pressure. That's for sure. Opponent's really good at cycling through their deck, but so far they haven't found anything to kill us with, which is nice. Yep, there goes the Terrarion. Double red. There's a Frogmite. Yeah, we're probably going to Fragmentize the Frogmite here. Just because it hits the Frogmite. We can save our Journey to Nowhere or a Chainer's Edict for a bigger threat. Just pass the turn. Looks like. Yeah, just pass it the turn. Anything good for us? They like to stop us on our upkeep. Huh? Nope. Oh, there's Night's Whisper. Perfect. Alright, well, we'll start with the play that gives us the most information. Draw some cards. There's a Guardian that go back and a Castigate. Exactly what we want to be seeing. So we're going to start with... Actually, we're going to start with Castigate for the same reason. Gives us the most information. Let's have a peek here at our opponent's hand. They have 3 cards. They haven't been doing much. They pass the turn with 4 mana. I don't expect anything great. Is this Galvanic in response? Yeah, okay, sure. We're going to have healthy life total. That doesn't do much. They have double fling in hand. Okay, that's not scary at all. We'll Fragmentize the Frogmite. And then just pass the turn. Play our Guardian of the Guild pack next turn. Start getting in there. They can't remove it. But, of course, they can always block it with a 4/4. Wow, yeah, we actually managed to start getting ahead at least a little bit. All right, plays a Prophetic Prism. That's new. A redraw. And passes the turn. Okay. Pristine Talisman. That's not a bad pickup. That allows us to gain life. So we're going to play the Pristine Talisman. And we're going to play the Guardian of the Guild Pact. And then we're just going to pass the turn. So they're up to 3 cards, down to 2. So we know of 1 Fling and 1 unknown card. There's another Journey. Well, let's get in there. For 2. Yep. And then pass the turn back. Nothing really to use the Pristine Talisman on our turn. Another land for our opponent. That's good for us. Activate our Pristine Talisman. Yeah, like I said, we're going to be seeing that pop up a lot. The mana. Another removal spell is not bad. So they could kill us with Atog if they draw it because we can't respond to the Fling, sadly. We just have to... Another land. Just have to try and kill them before that happens, I guess. Because I doubt we're going to be able to gain enough life to get out of range. Let's do this. Like I said, most information. If we find Pestilence, we can start whittling our opponent down. Another Castigate. I like the Castigate. Let's put the Plains on bottom. and put the Cascade on top. A Bajuka Bog, okay. Well, we will castigate our opponent. See what they've drawn. They have another Fling, okay. Well, they have double Flings still. Okay, well, we'll play our Bog. Bog our opponent. We have almost run... I thought we would have ran them out of Flings there. But they still have one more. Hopefully they don't draw Atog anytime soon. Okay, looks like they're just passing, which is good news. A Duress, alright. Alright, I think... Are we good now? Did we get all the Flings? Alright, they have Fling and Mountain in hand. Great, they're out of Flings. I doubt they're playing... I mean, this is a pretty interesting list. They could be playing the full four Flings, but hopefully not. But yeah, we're just getting in there. Let's see what we draw. A Swamp. We took out Raven's Crimes, didn't we? So I'm just going to play the Swamp. And get in there. So, I think we're in a good spot. Our opponent only has one card in hand. Of course, our clock is very slow. Oh, but we're also ahead on time, which is great. Great news for us. I was kind of skeptical of all the hand disruption in this deck, but it is turning out very well for us. Now we don't have to worry about Fling. Another Journey to Nowhere. Okay, well, we have creatures on lock. No matter what, as long as they play a creature, we can deal with it, which is nice. Send our opponent down to 8. See what they're up to. They have a Chromatic Star. That's a redraw. Yep, gonna crack it. Looks like, yep. See if they draw anything worthwhile. Alright, they scoop it up. What did I say? Did I bring in... I talked about bringing in something. I can't remember what it was. Did I bring it in? I was like, this could be good. And then I didn't bring it in. No, I can't remember what it was. Oh well, honestly, that worked out fine. That was on a Moldifor. Oh my god. I just realized. Alright, well. Hopefully we can win game 3. Basilica, Talisman, Castigate. Our opponent's deck seems kind of slow. I think it's okay to keep this kind of hand. They're not applying a lot of pressure to us very quickly due to the amount of... There's a Disciple in the Vault on turn 1. Don't have a way to deal with that quite yet. There's a Guardian of the Guild Pact. Well, we will just play our Plains and pass the turn. This hand might be a little too slow. I mean, if we ever find Pestilence, we can clean up the Disciple. It's going to get in there for 1. Swamp would be a fantastic draw. That means we get to go Castigate. Please play nothing. Okay. Okay, Frogmite, sure. All of our creatures deal with that. Okay, well, I guess we'll play Scoured Barrens because it allows us to play Castigate a turn earlier. Alright, not really, but I think it's better than playing the Basilica. With a deck like our opponents, you never know what's going on. Yeah, we want to find some interaction for the board pretty soon because this Disciple of the Vault might just kind of ding us into oblivion here. Go to 17. Passes the turn. That's good news. Finds a Swamp. Okay. I think we're going to play Pristine Talisman next turn. Start off with our Castigate. Look at our opponent's hand. Double Thought Cast. Atog Fling. They can't cast any of these cards. But the card I'm most scared about right now is Atog. Because we cannot deal with that on board. All the other creatures we can block. So we'll just pass the turn here. I think we're going to play Guardian of the Guild Pact, followed by Palace Sentinels. Looks like our opponent kept a very risky hand, and we might be able to capitalize on it. Okay, another colorless source. That's good for us. A Radiant Fountain. That's really good for us. We'll play it here. Gain some life back. And cast our Guardian. And pass the turn back to our opponent. I doubt time is going to matter this match, but we are ahead, which is always nice. They found red mana, so they have access to Fling. Of course, they don't have anything that is a good option to Fling. If they attack, we are blocking Disciple of the Vault. Because that is the thing we are most scared of. So, from what we've seen, they can only cast Fling. There's a Journey to Nowhere. What we could do is wait on the Palace Sentinels, play Pristine Talisman and Journey to Nowhere, which I think is slightly better. We have an abundance of cards, and we just want to get rid of this. Honestly, Disciple of the Vault is like one of the scariest things for us if we are not able to deal with it. So I think what we're doing here is we are casting Pristine Talisman. We have a lot of mana, but we're gonna just Journey to Nowhere. If we had one more mana, we could have Palace Sentinels, which I would have done, but not on the correct turn for that. So we're just gonna Journey to Nowhere. Are you gonna fling it at us? Because if you wanted to fling it at us, I guess this is technically correct if you want to fling it at us. Because had you flinged it while I was on the stack, I could just choose Frogmite. But yeah, I will take one happily and pass the turn to our opponent. So they have 2 Thought Casts in hand. They drew the Atog. Okay, not good. I wish I had my Journey to Nowhere. Okay. They are out of Flings, which is good. They just have 2 Thought Casts. So if they ever draw into blue mana, we should be scared. Hopefully we just draw into like Deadweight right here. That would be perfect for us. They're really thinking about this upkeep. Oh, a Journey to Nowhere. Perfect. So 4, 5. I think we can wait on the Night's Whisper here. Seeing that they have 2 Thought Casts, I think we're going to play it safe. And we're going to go Plains, Journey, Journey of the Atog, and Sentinels to become the Monarch. Now we just get to bury our opponent in card advantage. I think I'm going to leave back the Guardian, just in case they have... it's probably not correct. So, since it's probably not correct, I am going to attack. Oh, but they could get, like, Galvanic Blast and get the Monarch back. No, I think... Oh, hello? Can I not... I'm pressing undo. Okay, well, I guess we're attacking. Whoops. I'm not super familiar with MTGO, I guess. But hopefully they don't draw into Galvanic Blast. We can always get back the Monarch. We have Pestilence now, too, to help clear up the board. Okay, well, they have access to blue mana now. They're most likely Thought Casting. Sure. Plays an island. Thought casts again. Yep. They're back in the game. Don't have it? Springleaf Drum? That's not it. Sure, Thought Cast again. Okay, wow. 3 Thought Casts in a row. Doesn't have it? Yeah, doesn't have it. Nice. Not bad, not bad. Alright, they're tapped out. I think this is a great opportunity to Pestilence. Clear up the guy. Get in there. Another Pristine Talisman. So, We need to activate Pestilence for 2. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have the black mana to activate for 2, actually, now that I'm looking at it. So, let's get in there with the 2/4. Leave back Guardian of the Guild pack, just because it's immune to blast and such. Nug our opponent for 2. Let's go Pristine Talisman. And 1, 2, 3, 4, Pestilence. Just to help block out the board. Play land. Alright, cool. And draw our card. Journey to Nowhere. That's a good pickup as well. Alright, let's see what our opponent has. Land for turn. Terrarion, sure. We haven't seen any green sources or the I cannot for the life of me think of the name, the 4/4, the bear that becomes a 4/4, the green one. We haven't seen that one at all, which is very interesting. They sure are good at cycling. But I'm not scared of any non-ATOG threats now. I mean, we're always going to be scared of ATOG. If they just go ATOG fling on the same turn, then when we're just dead, it feels bad. Alright, no attacks from our opponent. Another swamp is good. We'll activate Pestilence. And we'll activate Pestilence. And we'll just start getting in there. I think drawing a... well, let's see. Yeah, they have way too many artifacts to where we're not dead, even if we just don't Night's Whisper, so we're gonna Night's Whisper. We can play another Palace Sentinels to increase the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, and leave up a activation of 1. I mean, we're not doing anything else, so I think just casting past Palace Sentinels is good enough. And makes the clock a 2-turn clock now. Get to draw an extra card. A Duress, not bad, not bad. Actually, we might be able to kill him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have lethal on board. Because we have 6 from the Palace Sentinel and then 4 from Pestilence activations. There's the Disciple. If he goes to start activating, like sacrificing stuff, we are going to, in response, Pestilence. Right now. We don't want him going ham. Okay. My heart's kind of racing a little bit. I'm very scared of just ATOG fling. Because that's always a possibility. Okay, Prophetic Prism is not ATOG, and it's not fling. They still have enough mana to do it. They only need 3 lands to do it. So as long as they have 3 mana left over, they can always ATOG fling because of the Springleaf Drum. Oh, and we got there. Oh my god, that was so scary. Oh my god, we won on a mold of 4. If that doesn't say something about the power level of this deck, I do not know what does. So that was a very intense match 1. Whew. But yeah, well, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. So the interesting thing about this deck is I've actually wanted to play a white-black control deck for a while now. We're gonna have to mulligan this. And I finally get the chance. This hand is very slow. I think we're going to have to mulligan again, sadly. Ooh, that's not good. Ah, my god. Yeah, I guess we have to keep it. That's gonna have to go to the bottom. I don't think this deck is very good at mulliganing. At least we're on the draw. Island from our opponent, that's not good news. Especially with a hand like this. Pestilence on is the card. Alright, well, let's see what our opponent's up to. Island seems like Delver. Could also maybe be, looks like it's most likely Delver, for sure. Alright, well, play land and pass. Could also be Tireless Tribe, but I doubt it, considering they've gone double Island. Oh, we're not going to get out of this one. Brainstorm. Okay, it might be Tireless Tribe, which in that case we might have a chance. Like a slight chance. Our deadweights are going to be good in this matchup. Let's see what we draw. Anything good? A Pestilence. Not great. All right, pass the turn. Neither of us are doing things. They missed their third land drop, which is interesting. Looks like they're just passing back. It's good news. I see no point in not slamming a Pestilence. I mean, they're leaving up the counterspell here. It's going to get countered. Oh, it resolves. Sweet. We get to draw additional cards. All right. Oh, well, another land. Not exactly what we wanted. Double blue. Gush. Wow. Probe us. Okay, yeah. This definitely seems like this could also be the whatever that Xerox. Yeah, Turbo Xerox. It could be that list. Oh, cool. I won. Hey guys, we won another Moldifor. Hey, all right. Well, it looks like Duresses are going to be good, and so are Castigates. What we bring out, I don't know exactly what they're playing, but I think Evancars, they're most likely not stock Delver, considering they played Gitaxian Probe. Pristine Talisman's probably too slow, and I think we're going to take the Evancars out too. Pestilence is one of our win cones, so I think we're going to keep that in. But that was really surprising. They mold to 6, we mold to 4. It's pretty lucky on our part, for sure. But I think this is good here. So my guess is either they're... what's it? I said the word just a second ago. This hand is okay. We're going to keep it. Because we have not had much luck mulliganing before. We've only seen Islands. We've also seen Gitaxian Probe. I don't know if they're just a Delver list that drew very poorly. I don't think you would scoop in that scenario, though. So my guess is it's maybe Tireless Tribe, maybe Turbo Xerox, maybe some other control deck. All right, they played They're Ashburns. What are they? They're getting Plains. Okay, yeah, it is Tireless Tribe. Okay. Deadweight's going to be good. An Augur of Boros. Interesting. I don't remember if Augur of Boros usually plays... Yeah, Inside Out. There it is. For sure. Tireless Tribe. No doubt in my mind. We're going to still be able to cast the Deadweight, so I'm okay with picking up the Scoured Barons. That was a strange game one. We have to discard, I just realized. We still have plenty of lands. Talisman might be able to get us out of range. Ever so slightly. I think we're going to discard Swamp. Oh, well, we got to get to our instep first. There we go. Clean up a Swamp. But yeah, that was a really weird game one. I'm glad we brought in our Duresses and our Castigates. I can't think of any other cards that would be super useful off the top of my head from the sideboard, but we'll see if we go to game 3. If we need any cards. Drawing a Castigate would be stone cold nuts. We just maybe get to take out a combo piece. Duress wouldn't be bad either. Yeah, take 1. No problemo. If we don't draw anything good here, we're probably just Pristine Talismaning. Let's see. A Journey, not particularly great against a 1-3, so I think we are just going to Pristine Talisman here. Get to play Guardian the Guild Pack next turn. And play our Scoured Barons. Or we could even Pestilence. Pestilence is not a bad answer to Tireless Tribe. Ah, Seeker of the Way. That's a good target for Journey to Nowhere. I'm gonna still keep the deadweight around for the Tireless tribe. Yep. Sure. All right, we'll add a mana. Scoured Barrens. Okay. Well, let's go for the journey. Yeah. We don't want that guy living because they can do a lot of cycling and casting and all that, and we just find that extremely scary. So we are slightly ahead on life, so we could theoretically start Pestilencing our opponent. I mean, Pestilence completely locks out Tireless Tribe because they go for the switch and we just do 1 damage. There's Tireless Tribe. We're gonna deadweight that just before they start going in on it. We can also Palace Sentinels this turn. So I think let's So they're leaving up counter spells, obviously. So I feel like we go Pestilence first to maybe draw out the counter spell. We could go Deadweight first, but they counter that, and we don't get to kill the Tireless tribe. So I think we go Pestilence first to draw out the counter spell. Yep. They go to counter. Hopefully they don't have another one. We get to Deadweight. Because had we done it the other way around, even if our Pestilence resolved, we wouldn't have the mana to activate. So now we get to go for the Deadweight on the Tireless tribe. Hopefully they don't have another counterspell. That resolves. Sweet. Get to play our Scoured Barrens and pass the turn. I talked about the value of Deadweight, and it paid off there for sure. Had that been Disfigure, not nearly as good. But yeah, we get to play Palace Sentinels. They don't really have removal, so we can just play Palace Sentinels and not worry about the Augur. Unless they play another one. Gush, okay. We want to find our Castigates and such, or our another Pestilence. Yeah. But yeah, I like how we sideboarded, taking out the they could Shadow Rift and get Monarch, now that I think about it. So we might go no matter what, they don't. I think it's slightly better to go Palace Sentinels, even though we could give them the possibility of drawing extra cards. The fact that it draws us extra cards is just fantastic. Looks like they're going to counter it, though. Counterspell, okay. I wasn't expecting that. That's fine. They're not presenting a clock yet. Hopefully we can find a Pestilence. Pestilence can help us lock out the game. Just looks like they're attacking for 1, though. Okay. Wow, okay, well, we have Guardians. Pass the turn. We're just going to play a Guardian every turn, I guess. Duress, Castigate. All good cards to draw. Deadweight's not bad. Pestilence is fantastic. Another Palace on those. Not bad. Let's get in there for 2. Okay. And Palace Sentinels. Sweet. We get to become the Monarch. Alright. Draw our additional card. Nice Whisper. Not a bad pickup. They still have 6 cards in hand. We were able to deal with the first Tireless Tribe. Right now we don't have any ways of dealing with the second one, which can be a problem. But yeah. Let us see. They're thinking. Next turn, depending on what we draw, we probably go Night's Whisper Guardian in the Guild Pact, just to increase our clock. There's Inside Out. Sure, that's fine. I guess that's just a draw card. All right, well, we got there. I don't think that game was over, but I guess our opponent was done, and we get to go 2-0. That was a very, very, very strange match. I'm actually, since that match was kind of short, I'm going to take this time to actually talk about the deck in this matchup. So we have answers to their game plan in Game 1 through Deadweight, Duress, and Castigate, which I feel are great answers for the deck. Of course, being a combo deck, they can always just slip under you, so you have to be wary about that. But if you ever get to resolve a Pestilence, I think you're pretty favored. Just being able to activate Pestilence for 1 mana in response to an Inside Out, that seems very strong. Sideboard games, I think we sideboarded correctly with our Castigate, our Duresses, and taking out the Evankar's Justice, just because Evankar's Justice is too slow and it activates its sorcery speed. Here, let's have a look at the sideboard here. See if anything else caught our mind. Now, if we were playing the Circle of Protection White, I think we do have it right here, actually. Circle of Protection White is also a great option. I didn't think about that. I completely forgot we had it in the sideboard. That's my bad. But yeah, so if we run into this deck, we definitely bring in the Circle of Protection White, the 2 Duresses, and the Castigate. Taking out... we could even take out 2 Pristine Talismans. I don't know if that's correct. The Life Gain might be okay. Doomblade definitely stays in. Divests definitely stays in. We can get that turn 1 and get the Tireless Tribe out of their hand. Deadweight's fantastic. Yeah, we definitely take out the Pestilences and a Pristine Talisman. I think we take out both the Pristine Talismans. It's not doing much. We're gonna be preventing. We're gonna be playing a very defensive game plan, just hoping to draw Guardian and then hitting. They're not gonna be doing much damage to us, so I think that's correct for the sideboard. We do Circle Protection Right, 2 Duress, Castigate, take out 2 Pristine Talisman, 2 Evankar's Justice. But yeah, so that was an interesting match. I hope you enjoyed the commentary I gave just to help lengthen the video so it wasn't so short. And we'll get into match 3, okay? Okay, get into match 3 here. We got a Duress on turn 1, Basilica on turn 2. This hand seems very good. We will keep it. Evolving Wilds. It's a good name. I like that. Let's see. Deciding whether or not they're mulliganing. They're going to take that mulligan. I like the turn 1 Duress. It lets us have information. They're mulligan to 5. Not great for them. Let's see here. All right. I think they're going to keep that hand. Yeah, they are. But yeah. I'm so excited for Ultimate Masters. Anyway. Duress. See what our opponent's on. I mean, hitting a Duress on a mulligan to 5 is just very strong. All right, cool. I mean, that's a surprise. So obviously, they don't want to get Duressed. That makes me think they don't want to get more Duressed. This might be incorrect, but I think it's okay. Maybe we don't bring in... Maybe we just bring in 1 Duress and 1 Castigate, and we take out like 1 Evankar's Justice and 1 Pristine Talisman, just so we don't go too far into it. But seeing as they scooped on a Duress makes me think they might be some form of combo deck, but I'm not totally sure, so we'll keep in some of our stuff. We'll see how this game 2 goes. I mean, we're already at an advantage here. Journey, Night's Whisper. This sand seems fine on the draw. They're keeping their 7. Hey, they get to play their namesake. How about that? But yeah, Ultimate Masters. Fire and Ice. Oh, hey, cool. Another turn 1 Duress. Duress you. Okay. Well, there it is. Gosh. Circular Logic, Shadow Rift. Brainstorm is by far the best card. Gush is a counterspell, however. Gush isn't bad. Ponder's not bad. So they're going to be able to dig no matter what we do. Gush is okay. I think we're okay with leaving Gush in their hand because they don't have anything else right now. Circular Logic is their one counterspell right now. Brainstorm Pounder lets them dig. I think Circular Logic is the pick here. So it looks like we get to retry that match against Tireless Tribe again. See how it goes this time. So I would have been correct if I sideboarded. I was thinking of sideboarding like Tireless Tribe. It's interesting that we're going to be playing against it again. Okay. Looks like they're going to brainstorm here on our let's see if they ponder or no, they're going to brainstorm most likely. We don't have much to play. Let's play the Kabira just so we don't have to discard. But yeah, all of our hand disruption is very strong in this matchup. Yep, there's the brainstorm. So next turn, we might draw Untap Source. We might play Pristine Talisman. But it looks like we're going to be Night's Whispering. Like, best outcome would be like Night's Whispering getting a Swamp plus Duress, but that's pretty unlikely. But yeah, anyway, I was saying Ultimate Masters. I can't wait for Fire and Ice. It's going to be so cool. Oh, looks like they picked up a Preordain. But yeah, I'm excited for Fire and Ice. We finally get a good modal spell. I've been wanting a good modal spell in the format for a very long time. Blue-Ray Control is probably going to be the next deck I play in the series. There's a Radiant Fountain, so we can Pristine Talisman. It's like okay. I kind of don't want a Pristine. I kind of want a Night's Whisper. But if we Night's Whisper, there's a good chance that we have to discard, so I think we're going to... I mean, we're not super scared right now. Play the Talisman. Yeah, we're not super scared of what our opponent's doing. Plus, next turn we have like Night's Whisper plus Journey to Nowhere, plus Orzhov Basilica. We could even go double Night. No, we can't go double Night's Whisper. Only have one black source. They're just passing. Okay, Scoured Barrens. All right. Oh, I forgot to add a colorless. Oh well. C'est la vie. Bog. I think we're gonna save Bog because Bog can be useful. So let's just play our Scoured Barrens and just pass the turn. Gushing? Yeah, there's Gush. Sure. Okay. There's the Tribe. So it looks like they're going to be comboing soon. They are leaving up Counterspell for sure. So we need to find another way of dealing with that threat. Okay. So we have to find Deadweight here. So we're going to read the bones. Pestilence. Pestilence does not do it. There's a Duress. Duress could possibly get it. That's great. So we can go Duress our opponent. See if we get to get the counterspell out of their hand. There's the Circular Logic. Okay, sure. So either they counter it unless we pay 2. Huh. Oh, we could have started with... Well, no, we wouldn't have been able to cast everything if we started with Bojuka Bog. Each card... So we could pay 2. The odds of them having another Circular Logic are low. I'm not going to pay 2. I'm just going to Journey to Nowhere. Yeah, the odds of them having another 1 mana counterspell are fairly low. Oh, it's 6 now? Oh, I was looking at the wrong window. No, we're not going to be paying 6. I was I saw the 2 cards. I saw the Brainstormer and the Evolving Wilds. I completely forgot that our opponent played other cards. All right, well, here's the journey. Do they have another Circular Logic? Days. Wow, okay. They got us. Let's see if they can kill us. Fast turn. Shadow Rift, sure. Do you have it, opponent? Okay, there's Inside Out. What is it? 4? Yeah, I think they got us. Sadly, yeah, they can just discard 6 cards. That's unfortunate. They had the days. That's really unfortunate. Yep. Yep. The days would have got us no matter what. Yeah, I'll take 25. Okay. Well, now we know it's for sure Tireless Tribe. This is exactly what I was talking about in match 2. They can just slip under you sometimes. Alright, so Pristine Talisman out. Evankar's out. Duress in. Circle Protection white. And that should do us. Alright. Let's see if we can get back at our opponent here. Yep. Duress, Deadweight, Divest. This hand is fantastic. So we'll probably start with Duress. Swamp, Duress you. 2 Inside Out. A Circular Logic. Huh. Dispel. Dispel does nothing against us. Really, we don't care about Dispel at all. So we're not going to be divesting anytime soon. Let's take an Inside Out. Because they're not going to be circular logicking us soon. And they're not going to be... And they don't have any creature in hand for our divest. They have no dig. Oh, well, they just drew a Preordain. So we could divest. But I think we'll wait. We want to find our Castigate. If we find our Castigate, then we're in good shape. And they'll be down 2 Inside Outs. And that'll be good for us. Okay, well, there's a Swamp. We could go divest. What do? They put both cards on top. They put both cards on top. So I don't want to divest yet. That means they're going to be drawing another card next turn. Which means we can divest. Or we can deadweight next turn if they cast the creature. See what our opponent's up to. Yeah, so I like waiting on the divest here. There's an Evolving Wild. That means they're not going to be casting it this turn, and they can't counterspell us. They don't. As long as we, play our Swamp, divest our opponent, see if we get a hit. Nope, no hit. Well, they got another Inside Out. They have no creatures, though, but they have both their Inside Outs. Alright, well, sadly no hit. It's kind of upsetting that they found another Inside Out so quickly. That means we're going to have to deal with just their creatures. We can't deal with the Inside Outs. Because if we were able to get that second Inside Out, we could be mostly in the clear, but seeing as they found the second one. There's a Probe. Yep. 3 cards in their yard. 4 cards plus the Evolving Wilds. They didn't crack Evolving Wilds on our insub, surprisingly. Circular Logic is not active right now. Read the Bones isn't bad. I like the idea of starting to set up a clock. Okay. We have to be very wary now. Since we didn't take that circular logic, which might have been a mistake on my part. Since we didn't take that circular logic, we have to be very wary of it. So they have Shadow Rift, Circular Logic, Dispel, 2 Inside Outs. These are the cards we know here. Shadow Rift, Circular Logic, Dispel, 2 Inside Outs. The other Dispel. Yeah. Okay. So Circular Logic is active now. It happens for 3. 4 if we count the Evolving Wilds. Attack for 2. I think we just go Talisman plus Read the Bones. Try and find some disruption. There's a Duress. We're going to put the Scoured Iron Barons on bottom. Put the Duress on top. Find a Basilica. Okay. So we have a Duress for the Circular Logic. Looks like our opponent's just passing. They're keeping up that Evolving Wilds. Doomblade's not bad either. Alright, get in there. 2. Duress our opponent. Okay, so Dispel gets Doomblade. Circular Logic, however, is the best card in their hand by far. So we're taking Circular Logic. Let's play our Basilica. Get back our Radiant Fountain. See if we can maybe get out of range here. And just pass the turn. They're gonna Inside Out. Yeah, that works. They get to redraw. That means they're down 1 Inside Out. They only have 2 Inside Outs left. They have 1 of them in hand. They have no way to deal with a Deadweight. They're probing. 0 ways to deal with the Deadweight. They're down to 12. Preordain, sure. Castigate would be an amazing draw here. If we cast Castigate, we're probably going to take the Dispel. That way we have Deadweight and Doomblade active for their Tireless tribe. I'm sorry if I'm not as peppy, guys. I'm kind of in the zone right now. Just playing against Tireless tribe kind of does that to me. It's really surprising they haven't cracked this Evolving Wilds. I guess they don't need the extra mana. Alright, well, we'll gain a life. Pestilence. Oh my god, Pestilence is so good. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. They can't counterspell. And they can't Daze. Play Pestilence. They can't Circular Logic. Alright, Pestilence resolves. Okay, pass the turn. I think, unless they have a way to deal with Pestilence, I think we have this game pretty much locked out. Sure, Ponder's fine. They shouldn't, even if they have like a Curse of Chains or something like that, they can't deal with a Guardian of the Guild Pact. I mean, it'll stay on the board is what I'm saying. They don't have a way to get Guardian of the Guild Pact off of the board. So we still have access to Doomblade, and we still have access to Pestilence. They can go to save their Tireless tribe from a Pestilence activation, but they have to discard cards. Alright, yeah, I mean, Pestilence, if you get to resolve it in this matchup, it just beats them. So, all around, I think it is a good matchup for us. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the match 3-0 so far, pretty good. We've played against some weird stuff. I think Tireless Tribe is a favorable matchup for us. We might lump the two Tireless Tribe videos together, just because they were both kind of short and they're the same deck. But yeah, I will see you guys in match 4. All right, match 4. Looks like we get to be in the play once again. Bajikabad Castigate. Sure, it's a little slow, but I think it's fine. Have journeys, stuff like that. See what our opponent is up to. They're keeping. Alright, well, Bajikabad just to start off with. And pass the turn. Okay. Alright, it looks like it's gonna be Boros. Changes Edict. Not particularly great in the matchup. Pestilence is pretty alright. Let's just play our Basilica. Okay. Yep. Just pass. See what our opponent's up to. Probably going to play a 2-drop draw. Artifact, whatever. Okay. Faithless Looting. It's one of those builds. Oh, this might also be the Boros tokens list with Seeker of the Way. That could be that list. Nah, I'm actually... Okay, yeah, it's Sacred Cat. Yeah, it is that list. So, cool. So, Chainer's Edict is quite bad in the matchup, actually. Ooh, but we get to Bog again? Ooh, that's so good. Well, we'll Castigate. Palace Sentinels, Battle Screech. We don't really care about Battle Screech or the Squadron Hawks because we have Pestilence in hand. So, let's take Palace Sentinels, just so they don't get the extra draw. Bog them. Say goodbye to your Faithless and Battle Screech value. I'm going to take 1 here. Let's see. There's the mountain. And there's the Squadron Hawk. Okay. But yeah. We're just going to go Talisman. Throw down a Pestilence. Pretty much lock them out of the game. We could throw down a Pestilence now. But I like the idea of them putting more things on the board. We could also go like... I don't think Chainer's Edict is going to get much better. So yeah, we're for sure getting some life here. I think we save Chainers for a... like, Seeker of the Way or something like that. But yeah. So they can't cast the Battle Screech yet. Yep. Take some damage. No problemo. Lightning Bolt's not very effective. They're playing another Squadron Hawk. Sure. That's fine. I like the idea of going Guardian first so we don't lose our Pestilence. There's the Seeker of the Way. Okay. Okay, sure. Evankar's Justice. Wow, that's really good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, we can't Talisman and right? 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No. Okay, well. Evankar's Justice you. Pass the turn. That was really good. Got them while they were tapped out to get the Seeker of the Way. Another Squadron Hawk. Okay, they have 1 left. They can finally cast that Battle Screech now with the white mana. And there's the last Squadron Hawk. Okay, so we know of a Thraben, a Lightning Bolt, and a Battle Screech. Let's just go Guardian of the Guild Pact. Do we get to go? So, yeah, we still don't get to do both. So we're just gonna go Kabira. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guardian. Pass the turn. So now we get to go You can cast our Pestilence as well as a Talisman. Drawing a Black Source would be really good. Yep, there's Battle Screech. They're probably going to flash it back. That's fine. They might like get in there for one and then flash back. If they find... Now, I will admit this is a slightly risky plan, waiting on the Pestilence. But we get to get more of their resources. Problem is they might get Rally the Peasants. And that would be very bad for us. Okay, well they're tapped out. Black Source. Not Black Source. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. We get to gain more life. 1, 2, 3. Pestilence. Well, we're getting there for 2. Since we can't block. Pass the turn. We're gonna take a bunch. Sure. Oh, yep, there's the rally. Wow. Huh. They got it. Damn, they got us. Jeez. Okay. That was unfortunate. Oh, man, that was super unfortunate. Okay, do we want the protection of white? I think we do. Berserker protection white. Changes are just like pretty bad. They have a lot of spells. Let's take out the Chainers. Bring in Duress and Castigate. I feel like we're always bringing in Duress and Castigate. But yeah, Chainers doesn't seem particularly good. We have Deadweight for the Seeker and Journey for the Seeker. Yeah, okay. We'll do it like that. Oh, man. Yeah, we were only dead to Rally the Peasants, and they had it. Ugh, gosh, that's so unfortunate. And we didn't have double black mana, so we couldn't go Pestilence to leave up 1 black. Ah, jeez. Oh, well. Sometimes you take a risk and it doesn't work out. I mean, our deck is already very strong against theirs. We have Evankars, we have Pestilence. They can't deal with Guardian of the Guild Pact. There is argument to take out Palace Sentinels because they're going to be doing it a lot more than us. We could bring back in the Chainers, but Chainers just seem so abysmal in comparison to Palace Sentinels. I think we're okay. Raven's Crime could maybe come out. Oh, Raven's Crime could come out, and 1 Palace Sentinels could come out for Nihil Spell Bombs because most of their cards get value from flashback. Like, I think that's correct. Because then we can shut off Battle Screech. We can shut... I mean, it's kind of tough to find the opening, right? Let me just submit deck again so we're all good. But I think Raven Crimes is not great. Palace Sentinels is just okay. And I think Nihil Spell Bomb, at the very worst, redraws. But we saw that it was good because we got their Battle Screech and we got their Faithless Looting turn 1. Or turn 3, I guess. But game 1 is what I mean. Duress, Castigate. Oh, yeah, this hand is great. Do we go... Yeah, for sure we keep this. Do we go turn 1 Duress? No. I think we go turn 2 Castigate. There's nothing really they're going to be playing on turn 1 that we're super scared about duressing. Most of their 1-drops are creatures. Like, for example, Thraben Inspector. Yeah, that's fine. Nihil Spellbomb. Okay. Well, here comes a Castigate. Riley's Peasants, Palace Sentinels, Molten Rain. How scared are we of Molten Rain? We're kind of scared of Molten Rain. They can't cast it yet. We get to Castigate it next turn. We can go... Let's take Rally the Peasants. Next turn, we duress away Molten Rain. And then the following turn, we can castigate the Palace Sentinels. Yeah. Take one. Another Thraben. Okay. No Windscar Crack. Sure. It's interesting they brought in Molten Rain. Right. Let's duress. Grab the Molten Rain. We can actually play Plains here and go Castigate. Take the Palace Sentinels. Pass the turn. That felt pretty good. We got to just rip apart their hand. They're going to be cracking a clue here, most likely. Yeah, that felt really good. Just ripped apart their hand. We got to deal with... Threaded Specters aren't a huge threat right now, but they can be. I absolutely love Castigate. We haven't gotten to really show the power of Castigate in these matches yet. But man, just castigating something with flashback, ooh. Oh yeah, for sure we Guardian the Guild pack here. It's like favorable against their Thrabens. They can't remove it. Clue, sure. They're back to 3 cards. Crack another clue. Okay, back to 5 cards. Their Thrabens have helped them get back into this game. Seeker of the Way. Okay, we can still block that with Guardian. So we could go Read the Bones, which I think I like better. Or we could go Palace Sentinels. They get the Monarch back. I think since they're low on resources, we're going to Palace Sentinels. We got the Journey. We don't really need Pristine Talisman. Put on bottom. Put on top. Duress. Okay, well, we'll Duress. Oh, a Disenchant. Cool. Alright, they only have lands in hand. Pass the turn. We get to Journey the Seeker. Man, we just shredded their hand. Felt really good. Oh, that was like therapeutic almost. Like after what happened game 1, it was just like so nice to see that. You know what I'm saying? I like journeying first. Bam, get your guy. Okay. We're still at a lower life total. I don't feel like taking damage yet. Let's play our Basilica. Get back that. Just putting the Hill Spellbond into play. Pass the turn. We might redraw. Oh god, how good would Evankars be here? Another Windscarred Crag, sure. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. How does this work? I think we're gonna just do it. There it is. I was waiting for that. Yes, I would pay a black. Circle of Protection white. That's good. So... okay. Let's play Palace Sentinels. We'll pass turn. We're not really short on mana. Gotta draw our extra card. We can always get back Monarch with Guardian, which is awesome. Oh, sure. I guess so. Circle Protection white. Get ya. Not much point in attacking with the Palace Sentinel because they can just block. Play Basilica. Okay. Get back our Radiant. Pass the turn. Draw a card. Another Duress. Not bad. Don't think we're going to be playing it. Alright, cool. Yeah, we had that game pretty much locked out. Dust to Dust. No. Raven's Crime might not be bad, actually. Raven's Crime would have been really good that game. We might keep in a Raven's Crime over a Nihil Spellbomb. Nihil Spellbomb seems kind of niche. Raven's Crime seems good if we get into that scenario again. Alright. Yeah, that looks like the list. So, we know if they ever play a morph. Raven's Crime, Bojuka Bog. No white mana on the draw. I think it's too risky. This hand is pretty good, though. We'll keep this. Nice Whisper. Sure, well, yeah, we'll put that on top, too. Yeah, get some redraw. Get to Castigate. No turn 1. That's good news. Scoured Barrens, pass. Limit Thread Field is interesting. It doesn't really achieve the same effect it does against most decks. Let's see what we get. Rally the Peasants, Palace Sentinels, Battle Screech, Journey. Wow, that's a lot of good cards. Molten Rain. They can't cast Molten Rain. They can't cast Palace Battle Screech. Journey doesn't do much. Journey does nothing, really. We don't care about Journey. So... we don't have a way of dealing with the Seeker of the Way. Let's take the Seeker. Yeah. We can always bog the... oh, well, they found the red. They get to put us down to land. That's unfortunate. Oh, gosh. I didn't take the Molten Rain because I didn't think they would... oh, alright, well. That's super unfortunate. At least we have Night's Whisper to redraw. Yep. Now they have the mana for every card they want. There's Palace Sentinels. Eesh. This is not going good for us. Now they get to draw an additional card. We don't have any way of getting back the Monarch. We have to Night's Whisper here. Oh, no land. Yeah, this is looking like a loss here. Oh, it's so unfortunate. No land off the Night's Whisper. Yeah, we're super dead. Oh yeah, we're like super dead. I mean, we'll play it out, but I'm pretty certain we're just super dead. They just got the Molten Rains off. And we missed a land drop. Plains? Pestilence? Yeesh. Alright, well. Pay a black. Yeah, no way in hell we're winning this game. Yeah, I'm just gonna scoop it up, guys. Oh, that's so unlucky. That sucks. Oh, man. After what happened game 2, we got to just shred their hand. Yeah. Sorry, guys. But we're not winning that. All right, final match. Well, look at this. We get to go first again. Pretty fantastic. Deadweight Evankars. Pristine Talisman. I think this hand is fine. I think this hand's fine. Let's go with Bojuka Bog first. Sadly, we don't get any value, but we don't want to have tap lands. Later on. Mountain. Alright, it's Goblins. Or it's Red Deck Wins, or whatever. Pristine Talisman's gonna be good. Evankars is gonna be good. We get to deadweight this. Pass the turn. Yeah, it's Goblins. Okay. I don't know why you would kick her out, that guy. He must be pretty desperate. Take 2. Sure. It's interesting. We get to see how we deal against a aggro deck. We actually haven't gotten to play against an aggro deck this entire league. Played against Affinity. I guess Affinity's kind of an aggro deck, but not the way our opponent was playing it. Next turn we can go Evankar's Justice. That seems pretty good. Okay, we're gonna Doomblade that probably next turn. We can wait on the Evankars. Taking 4 here. Equivalently 3 because of the Pristine Talisman. They're thinking about this attack. Pretty straightforward. I don't have anything. Yup. You have to target something. Okay. Yep. Take 4. Ah. I just forgot. Ooh, divest. Not bad. Divest you. Goblin Sledder, Reckless, Abandon, Lightning Bolt, Goblin Heel Cutter. Goblin Heel Cutter is their best card. Basilica. Okay. Get back to Swamp. Pass the turn. That was a good divest. You can see why the OP originally played it. I'm not doing like that. Oh, we could just Evankars. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anything else for our opponent? No. We'll just Doomblade this letter. And then slam a Palace Sentinels. Okay. Yeah, just play the Plains. Palace Sentinels. Become the Monarch. Next turn, Evankars with buyback. Get ourselves an extra card here. Alright, cool. Go on to game 2. Going to game 2, we want our Circle of Protections red. And that's about it. Circle of Protections red. Read the Bones is kind of risky, so is Night's Whisper in this matchup? They're all kind of risky. I don't think we want Raven's Crime. I don't think we want Raven's Crime. I don't think we really want Duress either, but it's just 2 Duresses, so I'm okay with it. Castigate might be a little too slow, but it's good. We saw a lot of burn in our opponent's hand, so it makes me kind of unwilling to take out the Castigates. Let's take out 1 Night's Whisper. And, yeah, running like that. Let's see what is up. Duress. Evankars. Kabir's pretty good. Yeah, I think we keep this. Foundry Street. Deadweight. Not Deadweight. Alright, well, Scarred Barons. That Foundry Street's scary. That Foundry Street is very scary. Alright, well, hopefully we can have a pretty stable life total at 4 mana here. Okay, well, at least he doesn't have double 1-drop. It's not too painful. A Doomblade. Can't cast that yet. Play Kabira. Duress our opponent. Reckless, Abandon, or Fire Blast. Well, 2 Mug. Ooh, the Skirk. Is that card's new, right? The Skirk Drill Sergeant? Yeah, when another goblin dies, you may pay 3. Well, they don't have 3 mana. Reckless Abandon is a sorcery. I think think Reckless Abandon is slightly better for us to take, because they can't really Fire Blast yet. I mean, Fire Blast will be better in the later game. Okay, well, they have their 3 mana. There's Mog War Marshal. That's okay. I really hope we draw a land soon. We're going to Doomblade the Foundry Street next turn, most likely. Either, yeah, we want an untap land this turn or next turn. That way we can either Pristine Talisman this turn and then Evankar's next turn, or just Evankar's next turn. Yep, take 3. There's a Basilica. Okay. It's kind of upsetting. Let's Doomblade Foundry Street. Let's Basilica. Okay. Get back Kabira. Pass the turn. They only have 2 cards in hand, which is Fire Blast and Skirk, whatever that new card is. They're going to pay the 2. So they have Fire Blast and Skirk. Maybe should have took the Fire Blast now that I think about it. It's a lot better of a card. I was just thinking early game damage. There's Heel Cutter. Oh no, Heel Cutter is bad. They just get to keep playing that. And we already used our Doomblade. Ooh, this is not looking good. Uh-oh. Okay. Yep. Oh, Fire Blast is going to be such a problem for us. I really should have took that. We can't Evankar's yet. Okay, well. Play Crossroads. God. Oh, but he can't target so okay. We kind of have an out to Heel Cutter. He can't target it with Guardian of the Guild Pact. Next turn we for sure Evankar's Justice. But we might be at too low of life total. We might just be dead here. Oh, jeez. That was so unlucky. We couldn't find a... Oh, yeah, we're just super dead here. Yeah, we're just super dead. Because we go Evan 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we're pretty dead. Ah, that's so unfortunate. They just get to Fire Blast us. They just get to Fire Blast us. Yep. Oh, man. All right, well. Game 3. We might want... Because the Read the Bones were kind of dead in our hand. So we might want the rest of the Duresses and the Castigate. Because the discard didn't feel bad. I mean, if we draw Circle of Protection Red, we're just in the clear. Let's leave in 1 Raven's Crime. Try it like that. Okay, here we go. Duress, Divest. Yeah, seems good. Journey to Nowhere. Strong hand. Scarred Barons. Go. Probably start with Divest. Duress, yeah. Divest. What do they have? Another Foundry Street on turn 1. Unfortunate. Basilica. Yeah, so Divest first. Goblin Sledder, Mog Conscripts. I want to take one of the 1-drops so they can't go double 1-drop next turn. We know Duresses are offline. Let's go Sledder. Basilica. Okay. Pass turn. No matter what, they're going to get 2 goblins in play for this turn. Mog Conscripts. Do they have another card? No. Interesting choice. Okay, our turn. Let's see if they drew something. Sure, yeah. Start the rest, see if they drew anything. Are they thinking about fire blasting us in response, or is it like a bolt? Or is it like reckless abandon? Wow! They fire blast us! Wow! Wow! Oh my god, that's so good for us? Kill your guy? Wow, they fire blast us! That's insane! I would never think to fire blast there. You don't even get to attack. Wow! That's crazy. This is a mad lad, man. This mad lad. Jesus. Would never think to fire blast in response. My god. Yeah, I don't... unless they drew a 1-drop. They had 2 lands and a Mog War Marshal. Yeah, you can't attack. Our turn. Get to deadweight too? Okay. Deadweight your guy. Pass turn. Alright, well, let's draw some good stuff here. Yep, Mar Marshall. We'll duress again. Chainers. Maybe should have took those out. Duress you. Bushwhacker Marshall. Ooh, those are some good pickups. Ooh. Alright, well, chainers you. No. What is this when it... Here. When enters the battlefield or dies. Let's just journey the Mog War Marshal. They don't get the trigger. Do we get to play land? Yes, we do. Oh, we could have chainers there, but... Yeah, we should have chainers because he just Mog War Marshals and then chainers isn't good. Oops. That was bad on our part. Yeah, take one. Alright, well, they have... Bushwhacker in hand. Talisman's not bad. Play Talisman. Pass the turn. So they definitely don't pay and then just Bushwhacker us. This is getting intense. We're both kind of out of gas. Pestilence would be a good one. Evancars would be a good one. Yep. So we get hit for 6 here. And they have a cohort. Oh no, that's super bad. Okay, well, they're out of cards. Bushwhacker. Man, they can't. They drew the Bushwhacker and everything. Jeez. Alright, yeah, we're super low. Take it. Not dead yet. We're at 4. Gain a life. Okay. Radiant Fountain. Okay. Chainers you. One, two, three, four, 5. Pass. Can't attack with the 2/2 unless he gets a guy. Which it looks like he did. Oh my god. Yep. Take 4. Yep, take 4. Get life. Ah, man. I guess we're not dead technically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chainers you. Right? They just... Yep. Pass turn. They have to draw a creature. Yep. Ah, how unfortunate. Oh, we almost had it. Ah. Well, I mean that just goes to show. Ah, man, I was so we started off so high. We started off so high in the beginning. We started so high with the 3-0 in the beginning. But yeah, that's the deck. I think that kind of shows some of the disadvantages. I mean, that game 3 of match 4 was brutal. That was just so brutal. They top decked the mountain into Molten Rain, and to us whiffing on land, and to them Molten Raining again. That was absolutely brutal. And then Goblins just not drawing anything of value, and Not missing that chainers. Even, I mean, it wouldn't have been that much better, but it would have been slightly better. Yeah, and them top decking the bushwhacker. I mean, I don't think it's a particularly amazing deck, but I felt like had things gone differently, we could have gotten one of those matches where we lost. I felt like they were close. If we drew Pestilence early against Goblins, we could have really just locked the game down, or Evankars early in game 3. So sadly that didn't happen though. But I think the deck is pretty good. I don't know how we didn't play against anything like super high in the tier list. I feel like against Marasatron we're super unfavored. Maybe not because of our discard spells. Maybe that grants us some way to beat them. Against Delver, obviously Pestilence and Evankars are pretty good, but the whole thing is just resolving them. But then again, we have hand disruption. It's just kind of weird. It's like, I feel like it's very draw dependent with this deck. It's like, I feel we can win a lot of games if we get a lot of hand disruption into card draw, into Pestilence finishes, or just Pestilence Evankars in the beginning. Yeah, I think Elves is probably pretty good for us. We might be too slow though. Just Pestilence is too slow. I don't know. But yeah, that's our league run. 3-2. I did friendly because I didn't really know the deck that well. In the future, I'll probably practice decks a little bit before playing them, and then we'll go into comp leagues. Next week, I know for sure I'm playing Blue-Red Control because of Fire and Ice, so look forward to that. But if you guys have any suggestions for decks I should play, like decks that have recently 5-0'd, or your tier 2, fringe, interesting decks you would like to see, definitely tell me. I'm super excited to try out Torch Resistance now with Slum Reaper. So that's definitely on my list. That might go a little later, but for sure next week is going to be Blue-Red Control. So just let me know in the comments what other decks you'd like to see. I'm also in the Discord. If you are a Patreon, you can also message me there. Tell me what decks you'd like to see. But I hope you guys enjoyed this league run, and I will see you guys in the next video.